So today I'd like to talk about control, you know, about how, you know, let's see how I phrase this. Gotta keep in mind it's pretty early in the morning and I am driving on my way to work, which is usually when I make this, you know, diaries or whatever you want to call them. And I but you know, I'm just gonna talk. Anyway, I want to talk about control because my schedule today was a primary example that for anyone in power, from your supervisor all the way to the freaking, 1% of 1%, like the elite, okay? The freaking psychopaths that are in charge of the world. Um, I promise you guys, I promise you, it's taking me a while. It's taking me my entire life to realize that control trumps profit. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that to those people that I just mentioned, profit and money is God, okay? It is extremely, extremely important, okay? But more important than money is control, a need to control us. And they would rather lose a little bit of money and gain control than the other way around. Uh, so that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand. And now that I mentioned it, and I'm going to try to explain. I'm going to try to explain my point. It is proven in many jobs. I'm just when I come up with an example. They created this 40-hour week. I don't even know, about 100 years ago, maybe more, 120 years ago, and the 40-hour week does not fit the current state of the economy at all, and it does not fit um, the current state of our lives at all. Keep in mind it was created back then when people were that. I mean, there wasn't even a minimum wage, I believe. So, and I believe it was created by Henry Ford, the CEO of Ford, with the intentions of, you know, getting more workers and, you know, popularizing the benefit of working at his company. And he very much succeeded, you know, because it attracted a lot of workers from other companies, and then a lot of companies and corporations, they followed what he's motto, and it's the 40-hour week is that pretty standard, and anything over that you're supposed to get overtime. Um, but anyway, coming back to my point of control, there are plenty of jobs in which you do not need to work 40 hours a week to get that job done. Um, I mean, plenty of jobs where people are just standing around, literally wasting their precious time. Again, time is the most important currency that exists, no matter what anybody tells you. Your time is more precious than anything, especially if it's time that you are spending with people that love you, people that you love. That time has no price. Okay. So what I'm, let's see, what I'm saying is that it's actually very simple. If that, for example, let's say that company X, well, now number X is at Twitter, but that company X uh, they have, X amount of employees. And let's see, for the sake of simplicity, let's talk some numbers for you. I'm going on a tangent here, wherever the fuck you want to focus. I don't care. Um, let's see, they have 1,000 employees, and for them to get the production that they need to get at the end of the week, each employee truly only needs to work 22 hours. Okay. But they're still going to work 40. Okay. They're still going to work 40 hours. They're still going to be trapped in the prison that is the job for 40 hours at least. And they do this because of that, because of control. They want to keep us busy. They want to keep us under control. It is more important to them for us to be, under their control than to make up profit and be more efficient. And I'm telling you, it is proven. Like, I know it has been proven by economists, and you know that not all jobs, okay, not all jobs, certain jobs, they're a little more demanding, and there are less, like, for example, first thing that comes to mind would be like a neurosurgeon, like a neurosurgeon, or something like that. I know doctors are like very much in demand right now. Uh, that's why nurse practitioners, they're like pretty much the new doctors, because I don't know about you guys, but it's pretty hard to see an actual doctor. When you go to the doctor, you actually just see a nurse practitioner. Nothing against nurse practitioners. I'm not trying to devalue um, their profession whatsoever. I'm just saying that, you know, I can understand why a doctor by the in higher demand and have to work longer hours. They also get paid out the ass. They get paid a lot. So it's one of those things where, compensation correlates with their time. Um, but yeah, it's pretty sad, and it shows the psychopathic nature of those in power. You know, when when you do go to a dude, you know, and tell him like, listen, man, I got the math here. I got the number. You can have your employees work only 22 hours each. Okay. And, and they will produce the same, if not more. They will become more efficient, and actually be less tired, in a better mood. And, you know, and that's where we should be at because of the advancements in technology. Technological advancements that have happened over the years. We should be at a point in which we work less and we get paid more, so. But that's not the way they will see it. If they were forced to do something like that, do you think they're still going to pay you the same? Even though when it comes to production, you are generating the same amount of work. So it doesn't matter if I do it in 22 hours or in 40 hours. You should pay me the same as you pay me, 40 hours. And yeah, I just think that I think it's disgusting. Um, but it just it makes me. I definitely get some violent thoughts in my mind just thinking about those freaking people and how I don't know. I already know how to explain it. Like, how can you be like that? No, they would rather lose. They would rather lose money and have you be pretty much space slave for longer than to make extra money and give you more freedom. That's how it's always been. That's how it always will be. I believe. I mean, which takes me to my next point, I guess, and it's, the developments in AI. You know, I truly want to believe that, as we develop AI, you know, we experience what I just said. We start working less, and machines and programs, and somewhere in the middle they take over, and and we get to we started what's, I guess, what would we call it, the second renaissance, in which humans have more time to be human. They have more time to dedicate to the arts, for example, and to dedicate to spending time with their family, and to actually maybe even, call me freaking crazy, maybe even get to know their neighbors, and talk to each other, and become a community of people that help each other, because we are not so freaking caught up in the rat race of having to work, all day, every day, get home completely jaded, tired, you know, try to get all of your chores done in a couple hours, have dinner, lay on the couch completely, this, that, and then just go to bed and rinse and repeat. And the weekends is almost like they don't exist, especially if you work Saturdays. Because think about this: if you work on Saturdays and Sunday's your day off, you worked the day before and and you're going to work the next day. So it's pretty nuts. And I know, guys, I know this one is a negative one. Um, but that's just how I feel right now. That's what I want to get off my chest. I just wanted to verbalize it. Um, yeah, and I just say it out loud. It really pisses me off that we could be so much more efficient when it comes to work, when it comes to scheduling, people, and how things are done, and you know, it saddens me. It saddens me to see the years and hands, and just not only myself, but just watching people like waste their lives, guys. We need to change something. We need to do something. I truly don't know what it will take for us to come together to change something like this. We cannot continue like this. We just can't. We just can't. The old saying, you need to work to live. That the other way around. That live to work. Say, motherfucker, everybody's needing to work. That's all we do. And when we're not working, we're stressing out about paying bills, or like, or buying this, or needing that, or getting the house cleaned up, or like, it's like, it's insane. It's insane, man. It's insane. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe back in the day when we conquered Hawaii, we discovered that they were extremely efficient at what they did, And what they did back then, for many of it, knowledge was, it was an industrial society. It was a farming society. So, they would wake up, they would farm, they would make up a food, blah blah blah. They would go get some water. They would organize their village, make sure that everything is like, nice and clean, free of insects that are unwanted parasites. They will have their own freaking, you know, way of keeping things together. But they realized something. They realized that these gentlemen and that ladies and gentlemen from Hawaii, they would be done with all of their daily tasks by noon-ish, if not earlier. That they would wake up with the sun. Okay, so they would wake up like 5:36 a.m. And by 11, they will be surfing and eating and laughing and joking. So they will work, they work 20% of the day, 25% of the day. The rest of the day was just to like chill and have family time, and have a good time and relax at the beach, and do activities and, and yeah, and as soon as we took over, we changed that. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Even those things that could be happening under virtually any, industrial uh, economy. I mean, like I said, it is proven to be eating the two. If I go to any factory right now, okay, for example, factory work, if I go to any factory, let's say that I could turn invisible and film what goes on in the factory, I can guarantee you that actual work time, like people put in actual work time, like doing their actual job, it's probably about half of the time that they spend there. It's about half of the time. The rest of the time, it's either, talking, just doing little tasks here and there that make no change whatsoever, that produce no profits whatsoever for the company. Their task design is to keep you busy and to waste your freaking time. And it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Uh, so anyway, so why am I talking about this today? I think I'm talking about this today because today I got a very, very inefficient schedule for my job. The route or route, however you say it, is all over the place. The times don't make any sense. And you can tell there's one appointment. There's one appointment at a certain place in a certain time that I'm telling you, man, I call me a cynic, but I'm pretty sure that appointment is there to fuck up my whole day schedule. You know, it's like I'm like three. So keep in mind, for this job again, I don't know if you guys have heard other episodes of this, but for my job, usually two, three appointments a day. That's the norm. Um, some like in when the times are like, very slow, maybe one, you know. Um, I know, you're right, Carl. You probably anything at all here, but bring about that, about that. You also have to add up dreading time and the stress of the job. But anyway, so I get on with my appointments concentrated. I got, keep in mind, the average appointment takes about, I don't know, my average appointment takes about a half an hour to an hour. So I have a 10:30 and a 12, all around kind of the same area. I don't, within about 20 minutes from each other. Okay. That to begin with doesn't make any fucking sense. But then they put the little thing, they just, that you can tell is like a fuck you. It's like a little signature at the end of the day. It says fuck you. And it's at 6 p.m. That is like in both fuck nowhere for an item that would generate barely gas money for me. So I truly am thinking, guys, what I'm thinking, I'm not fucking doing it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not fucking doing it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I'm going to run what I can run. And then I'm going to call my 6 p.m. appointment. And if they cannot see me any earlier, when I'm already closer to them, instead of being an hour and a half away from them at my house, if I cannot see them earlier, I'd reschedule it. Or, I didn't answer, I'm not showing up, I'm not doing it, I'm just, or I might just ignore the appointment. I might just like pretend that I didn't see it. Because I'm just not doing it anymore, man. I'm tired of feeling like I'm being picked on, you know. And that's not just me. I'm saying like me as in we as the human race, as workers, as regular people, we're being picked on, we're being like targeted to just like You know, like fuck you and your life. You know, they're gonna work it away. Call me lazy, call me whatever you want to call me out, you know, fun. If you're one of those that literally drink the frigging Kool-Aid and it's like, I am so proud of, you know, working 95 hours a week. It's like, dude, like, can you get some help? You know, get some help. Anyway, um, do I feel better? Now, I'm actually more pissed off right now. So I don't know why I recorded this one. I'm actually more pissed off, but it is what it is. The question remains, is this you? Also, I know you probably know. What do I mean by is this you? You know what I mean by is this you? Do you identify with this shit? You know, do you feel like I do? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I know I go on these tangents and a lot of times I don't even make fucking sense, probably. But I don't know. You can let me know. You can let me know. You can let me know. Like, hey, you are a terrible speaker and I hate listening to you. Or you can let me know, like, no, dude, I actually I get what you're saying and I completely agree. Or you can let me know that I do get what I'm saying and you completely disagree. And I would love to hear why. I would love to, for real. So, anyway, Ace,